Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Dishonored Death of the Outsider, where it's time for a bank job. Things have started off a little smoother on this mission than they did on the previous one. Partly because I'm more familiar with the layout now. Do we want to be up there? I'd like to... Okay, never mind, we can't be up there. We haven't been spotted yet. And I'd like to keep that going. Is that fine? Okay, that works. Guard, guard, and another guard. So let's just go this way. Yeah, the plan today is get into the pharmacy and see what's going on. I'm aware that there is Achieve. Achieve for leaving everyone in the bank asleep and unharmed and turning off none of the security systems and robbing the place. So it'd be fun to see if we can get that. There's the bank. What do we have by way of contracts again? Okay, that's a lockbox at the bank. That is the director's address book at the bank. No harming bank personnel. If we knock them all out, then I guess we're not. That's just stealing a painting. On a delivery boat. Okay. And that is pickpocketing a guard. Where's that one? Let's mark that one. Guard's note. Okay, it's over there. Could be tricky. Loads of guards. And here is the... Okay, that's not gone well. We got spotted already. How's one supposed to do anything in this town if one gets spotted all the time? Oops. What's this say? Merchants, donate to the cause. Okay, so that's a petition that's been signed.
Maybe I should pay Teresia a visit.
Maybe we should. There's a dog. Okay, so things didn't go well because dog. Dog saw us even though we had the high ground. That's kind of a pain. I'm used to the high ground being safe in Dishonored games, but not whilst dog roams about down there. But I do see now that there is an open window. So maybe we wait for dog to turn around. We could perhaps shoot it, but we've got away so far without being spotted by anyone. Unless you count alternate universes where we got caught. Right, we're in. I'm not sure if these windows could have been used from the outside, but we'll open them anyway, just in case it makes our escape easier. There doesn't seem to be much going on, so maybe I do have to read the note, and then finding the pharmacist is my next step. Because this is all just locked up. So there's the...
Maybe I should pay Teresia a visit.
Now how do we escape without immediately getting busted? Okay, we got away with that. I'd like to get back up there if I can, but it's kind of tricky. There we go, good. Okay, we're back in here. Wonderful. Pharmacist isn't really in this direction, but this is a safer passage, I feel. Would anyone notice if I did that? I don't think so. Good. Also, is that the delivery boat that the painting would be on? Could well be. There's a dude on it. But he's not a guard. There's a bone charm nearby. Down you go, because you are on the boat that we want to rob, and it's probably not ideal to have you on here. Also, I thought you might have a key about your person, but you don't. Delivery boat key needed. That makes sense. But where would the key be? Here's the painting with a note attached. Can we survive at ground level in this direction? Just civvies walking around. We can live with that. That bit is locked off. This door might be locked.
If I have to listen to one more complaint, I'm just going to burst.
I don't even like to hear them talk. They're called
There's a guard.
Which are always the worst thieves.
lowest. Oh, the smell.
But there was... Where did... Am I going crazy?
Lovely. We have upset a rich toff by blinking in front of them. We like this. And now we're back up here where we've already signed a petition. Hello.
By the outsider. The bank sent you, didn't they? Well, sorry to disappoint you, but I've got nothing left. You can't bleed whale oil from a bone. Tell your trustees that.
I'm not from the bank. I saw that your father's pharmacy closed. Do you know where else I can find laudanum?
Yes, the auction house. My father used to distill laudanum by hand from a secret family recipe. Poppy tincture, he called it. Better than factory-made. But the bank's selling that along with all of his other worldly possessions. They took everything we had.
I'm sorry for your loss. The newspaper says Ivan Jacobi murdered him.
His body was completely drained of blood when the Grand Guard found him. I've no idea why anyone would want to hurt Father. Anyway, the auction's today. You better hurry. And wear a hat or something. The guards won't let you in looking like that.
Yep, that seems reasonable. We are a known felon. Would you mind if I just took your last coins? I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
If only I had a boat of my own. That's the life.
Yeah, it's pretty cool having a boat. Now, the auction is over there somewhere, so it might be back in the area where we sent him through a trapdoor, maybe. I presume we went to the black market whilst we were here. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Because we learned that the security systems have all changed. We've probably not picked up any coin that would make it worth visiting again. Can it hurt to have a quick peek? We've got 571, so we've got a bit of coin. We'll take gun ammo capacity. It would be cool. Maybe. Yeah, let's go for some ammo
I'm
capacity.
certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
I hope you'll think of me again.
I'm sure we will, when we figure out how to break in and rob all your goods. Now, we've got one guard nearby, but there's also toffs, and if they see us, that's bad for business. So Jacobi's house might be locked off. This door is still locked, as it was before. We've been in that room this time? I'm not sure. Can't really reach it though. Oh, we can reach up there maybe. And we've not been in here because all the cupboards are closed. So we can come back down on this side now and see what's going on. The answer's not much. So maybe we don't even want to be on this side. Maybe we just sneak our way back around here. Oh, that's open now. Okay. That was closed, but now it's open. And we're now a bit more familiar with this location. So
I
yeah.
can't go in there looking like this. I need to find another face.
Is that so? I mean, if the door was closed, we could just semblance that guy. Is it a good idea to take off that bone charm that we've got? Where's the button? There we go. So movement speed is reduced while using semblance. Does that mean it uses more void energy, or is it just literally movement speed is reduced? Maybe we'll keep it on. Okay, we got away with that. Now, I wonder about this guy down below. Is he supposed to be the one that we semblance? Because he seems to be in view of that guy over there. Oh, there's someone. Maybe we can be that person.
No.
Alright, that's you. Now, can we just jump down? Does anyone mind? No? Good. Now we can stroll around.
The minimum bid is fixed at 280 coins.
280
Our final lot on
coins.
the block today comes from the Cienfuegos Pharmacy. That's right, the entire store inventory. You'll get everything from syringes to poppy.
Is there anything else around here we can
plenty of useful
snatch?
items in between. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this magnificent
Lovely.
original painting signed by Eleuterio Cienfuegos himself. Who knew that on the
Let's do some auction.
Anyway, let's get started. A reminder that all bids are final. If you leave during the auction, your bid is forfeit. Clear? Good. I have a bid of 280 over there. Do I hear more? 280 going once. 280 going twice. 300.
Nope.
I have 300. Who bids 320? 320. 320 for an entire estate. Lock, stock, and poppy oil? Come on, ladies and gents, you can do better.
Bid here.
340 from the gentleman in
bloody
the
hell.
red jacket. That's more like it. 360. I have 360 over there. How about 380? 380? 360 going one. I have 380.
God damn it.
How about an even 400? Do I? Aha! 400 over there. You know a bargain when you see it. 400 for this entire estate lot. Who bids 420? 400 going once. 400 going twice. Sold for 400 coins.
Hurrah!
Good. The poppy tincture is mine.
Chief!
I'm sure I can make up the loss at the bank.
Congratulations. You've won this fine lot of items from Cienfuegos Pharmacy. Please retrieve your new belongings promptly after the auction. And that's it for bidding today, ladies and gents. But never fear, we'll be back on the block next
You
week. with
feel
more
a special kind of loneliness when the world treats you like filth.
So what have we got here? Bidding for the day. Household goods from an estate. Crates of wine. Profits to be donated to the Adamire Institute. Insects, fashions from a family tailors. So yeah, they've robbed a bunch of businesses and such. And we've got our tincture. Now, we are running out of movement, so let's sneak down here. Hopefully no one's around. Whoop. Good. Looks like we've got away with that. So we're making progress. And we're still undetected on this mission. Ivan Jacobi arrested for murder. Yeah, confirms everything we already knew.
Well, I know what I'm bidding on. When is this auction going to resume anyway?
Good to get confirmation that he has been locked up. Okay, so how are we getting into the bank? There's got to be an easier way
Watch your manners.
than the ways we've found. We can't go over there, can we? I don't think so. I feel like this is a dead end. But that would sort of lead us around to the bank, maybe. Unless we could, like, maybe chain semblance our way in. Semblance a guard, get close to another. drop out and then semblance them, and so forth. But we'd run out of void energy before long. But if we could shank a guard after we semblance the first one, it's just a case of getting the first one and get away with it. Is there anything throwable in here? Yes. Maybe we lure our man away from his friends a little bit.
Give me a second.
Okay, so 2 people heard that. But only one of them's going to come over. He kind of saw me. But did he see me? He thinks he did. Cool. So let's have a stroll about. You're just straight up jumping over there.
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
So if you can do that, I can do that. Everyone's kind of on alert. Okay, so the dogs can see you. That's... yeah.
What was that?
I had a feeling the dogs might be able to see you, but I wasn't 100%. So if semblance isn't going to work, let's stick to the higher ground. It's just the bloody dogs. It's like... if we had the ability to, like, kill them and then make their bodies disappear. The shadow kill ability or whatever it is. That would be great. But we don't. So it sucks. Oh, there's a dog down there now. What are you doing down there, dog? Why'd you have a guard friend? If it was just one or the other, that would be fine. Okay. Maybe it's fine. Okay. That's good. That's progress.
Where'd you go?
That's a big old drop. But it works. Now, you can live on there, friend. Have all the civilians moved on from this area? Would anyone notice if we did another big old drop? Seems not. Oh, we can still go into Jacoby's building. That's good to know. Guess we'll close that door. We don't want that snagging on your head. That's a bit rude. We're not here to kill you if we don't have to. Is that an eyeless? Might well be. What's she doing here? Oh, and there's a guy. There's 2 of them.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so it's a worker and an eyeless.
What else was Jacoby hiding here? Silvergraphs? Letters? Could
Or are you
be
eyeless too? Probably. But they're looking for Jacoby's stuff. That'll be the man himself. Now, can we grenade these two? He's moved over there. Let's see, he's going to move back. She's there.
Hello.
Does that count as us getting spotted? I don't think it would have done. Yeah, that's Jacoby. Cleaning job. Eli and Juliet. Make sure we won't experience any more disturbances in the future. Says DM. Is that Dolores Matthews, was it? Is Matthews Bank in on this? That would be no surprise, I suppose. So yeah, they're both unconscious, which is just dandy. What might you have been hiding, Jacoby? We robbed your safe last time. His last letter to Winstead. Yeah, he failed the outsider and your comrades. Soon the Grand Guard will arrest me for murder. So, yeah. He took his own life before the Eyeless could show up or anything like that. Not seeing anything else in here that's particularly relevant. That guy's getting close.
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Okay, we got the note. It's about a birthday.
I wonder who that was.
And we didn't get caught doing that. So is that contract complete even if we now choke this guy out? Hopefully he doesn't come in here. But if he does, we'll just move these two people a bit further in. It would have been nice if we could have taken him out, you know? Made our way into the bank a bit easier, but I guess not. And now he's gone back about his business. So it's a good thing we cleaned up around here. But I'm not sure why he was the guard who came to investigate that, but it was good fortune for us. Okay, so which side is best to come in from? We've taken out one dog. You might have seen us. Maybe now the other side would be okay, but then still got to get over the fence and whatnot. I guess up there's a good bet.
Good evening, Michael's deposited loan. I'm here to make a withdrawal.
Yeah, we are. Bit of sass. We like that. Okay, we might now be high enough to avoid detection.
Residents of Upper Syrian are urged to maintain orderly and well-appointed facades to their homes and shops, and to report any vagrant, beggar, or vandal in the area to the...
Can we survive up there? Not exactly, but we can do that. I think we're safe here. It's possible someone was mildly alerted by a shockwave when we landed, but I don't think so. I don't think that shockwave has really helped us all that much. I'm going to take it off just in case it leads to bother. Now from here, can we get up to there? We can. Good. These things are our friends. These light fixtures. Now, I'm not seeing any obvious ways. Oh, there's a potential way up, maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, that side doesn't appear to have much going on. There's an alarm there. But yeah, we can't cling on to any of the building there. In this direction, we've got how many guards? Many? Any? Okay, it looks fairly quiet over here. Alright then, that was a clue. Apparently. Corpse by the cliffs. Nice. Aha! Is that the custodian then? Whoop. Sanitation area key. Anything else? A pocket watch worth 150. Nice. And then we've got a work area. So we've got sanitation area, air duct, painter's lift. Painter's lift. Is that going to allow us up to the air ducts? Maybe. Where is it? Not far away. Okay, so it needs a whale oil tank, perhaps. Refilling station is over there.
Before coming out, last time I left it open. Someone left a hagfish in my jackal hook.
Okay, we've made it back up here without too much bother. Now what? There is a dog. Okay. We're in. Oops. So we can refill that. What's this door? Okay, sanitation area, I guess. Dumpsters. Much else going on? Maybe not. Because we were taking out that dog, perhaps. Would he see us from up here? Maybe. There's only a dog and a guard, though, right?
Someone there.
Will they see us if we're up here? Probably is the answer. I should use foresight to see where the guard was. I keep forgetting I can mark people with foresight. So now I don't actually need to be within view at all. I can just sort of stand over here on this dumpster. Oh. What's going on in there? There's a button. Yeah, it opens the door. And then the dumpster goes through. If I hadn't jumped off the dumpster, I was worried it was going to like incinerate it or something. But we could have used that as a way into the bank, perhaps. Oops. So, what's going on now? That veteran is wandering off. The other guard appears to be a long way away at this point. So that should make life easier. The guard will probably notice that the dog is gone though. Maybe we just go for it. We can't thingy though, can we? We can't displace while we've got this. But where'd that guy come from?
Wonder who that was.
Okay, this is kind of working somehow. I'm worried about that guy coming back.
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
What? No way! Here!
Piss.
Don't let Yeah?
Once again, foresight might be the answer. Because we've got that card to watch for. So where is that one? Maybe that one. Okay, we've got a few people marked. Slow and steady is the order of the day, perhaps. But I also like fast and risky. Cool. So the painter's lift can now be operated. Yep. This is going to take us up to the air duct. Wonderful. Yeah, there's guards over it. Who puts guards on the roof? It's just rude. Bone charm nearby. That's promising. Any more guards? Okay, more guards. I'm not sure why I'm choking out the guards again rather than just murking them. Fire starter. That sounds like something we're probably not going to use. Incendiary bolts, radius slightly larger. Okay. It's 2 guards. What are your routes like? Can probably get away with this. Good. And that should leave just the one. He's not facing us right now. He's probably due a move any moment now. Excellent. So, you go there. Let's drug the bank. That was tricky, but I think it's worth it. Now we just need to get into the bank, which it appears we can do through these stairs. So that's something that we're going to do next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.